Then do not say a vendor. And every tribe that is tuned in. Welcome to another special fantastic, marvelous, elegant, beautiful show of the content. Today we're not going to talk about anything. We have a segment that we're going to put after this introduction. Okay. So last year, before you came on board, we did a show with Denzel Ncube, a guy from Vleefontein. I don't know if you know Vleefontein.
Yeah,
a guy from Vleefontein who is a snake park kind of thing.
Okay.
At his home. He has about, is it 15 if not 10 snakes? Yeah, if not mistaken, I'm not sure. Yeah.
So you interviewed him like in his own premises where the snakes are?
He was even showcasing all the snakes, or this is boomslang, this is what, this is what, everything. And even his mother was also part of the interview.
Did you touch the snakes?
A snake is a snake, my guy.
So you didn't touch it?
A snake is not a dog.
But are they not trained like?
Are they not what?
Are they not trained like for showcasing?
Yeah, for I'm not sure about trained, but there's showcasing. I don't know how should I put it, but somehow I think he has that touch with a snake.
So
because I believe, even though the snake is not trained or what, he can turn it into whatever he wants to. Unlike an individual like
so
myself.
He understands snakes.
Yeah. Because he also did a class thing for the snakes with snakes experts.
So were you not afraid now to be around like 15 snakes?
No, we didn't do the interview inside the room. It was just taking one snake from the container. They stay in a container. Yeah, and then put it back, take another one, just like that.
So can people go to his house
apparently it charges 10 rand if not 20 rand, I forgot.
To see the snakes?
Yeah.
At home?
Yeah.
Is it is it tied? I mean can I go there and under record the visa?
I don't know about tidy, but yeah, it's a good place. I don't know about tidy. How do you best explain a tidy place?
Somewhere for sure, let's say can it be a tourist attraction? That's what I'm trying to say. Because actually, even to go just to see, won't I be disappointed?
Which one? The one who you have a name on the CK? No, I'm just asking.
Whosoever because we are not even sure on this. So whosoever.
No, so that's why I'm asking. Or the one that has the
here we are talking about snakes. Let's talk about. I know there are also snakes.
The place is tied. The place is tied.
It's tied,
yeah.
So I can go there na crew and say we are out here as a tourist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fascinating thing about snakes, he has these big snakes. I forgot their names. He used to feed them until he took them away. He used to feed them chickens. I think it's 4 in a week.
As the python?
Maybe. I forgot. Because we did this last year. Maybe.
4 chickens?
4 chickens in a week.
How many were they?
The snakes, 2.
So 4 chicken per snake?
Yeah.
And then he's charging 10 rand for viewing.
I think
is he making money or
I think it's not because he's doing this because of hunger, but because of the passion. Yeah.
Because
of passion.
It's very interesting.
Very interesting. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the snakes that makes money because Mshabiye wanted to.
Say I wanted to.
How? Now I'm sorted.
If he had offered you, no.
I'm sorted. No, I mean I'm sorted when it comes to finance.
Because you are Muzeta, I understand.
Hey, my guy.
I understand.
Otherwise, do check it out. Denzel Ncube, the snake catcher.
Who? What's his name?
Denzel Ncube.
So he's not vendor.
It's Venda Zulu. It's a mixture of Venda and Zulu.
And guys, I know Venda and guys cheat us. No,
his mom is Venda, so
his mom. You were telling me if my father was Indian, I was good.
Okay, good. Mia Denzel. Vou para nova. Vai kutusa mwana wao. ava ḓo mbudza fa zwi tshi thoma zwo thomisani
zwaho zwo thoma a tshe muṱuku a tshi kha ḓivha he was between 2 and 3 years ndi siyo ndo mu sia na vhathu ndi khou tou pfa nga founu i tshi khou dzhena i tshi pfhi vhathu vho bva tsini na ṅwananga o fara Nowa nda ri Nowa ri Denzel o fara Nowa so a huna muthu ane a khou nyaga u sendela tsini naye boṱhe vha khou hopa so vha khou zama uri vha mu rabeledze thi ndi ṅwana vha khou lingedza uri vha mu rabeledze uri a ite mini a i vhee fhasi ha khou vhuya pfesesa muthu pfukho i khisa no khisa khou sokou ita mbanana vha mu rabeledza until a tshi i vhea fhasi ya ḓo no yo tou ṱuwa i free a yo ngo vhulaiwa cause vhathu vhe vha hone vhoṱhe vha vha khou hopa ya namba yo ṱuwisa zwezwo
vha tshi vhuya a vho ngo i wana
so mara hafho a thongo vha na zwiṅwe zwithu ndo sokou zwi dzhia uri ndi ṅwana ha ofhi na mini then zwezwo a khou ḓi aluwa huṅwe ndi ḓo tou pfa nga vhathu vha tshi ri ho vho dzhena Nowa gai ṅwana wapo ndi ene o tou dzhenaho a i bvisa a ri vhathu vha songo i vhulaya huṅwe a tshi tou vhudza na vhathu uri ndi so vhuya na vhudza miyanga nda ndi tshi tshinga badi uri ene u ḓo fara na dzi si dzone mara
ḓuvha ḽo thoma
passion ndi passion
ḓuvha ḽo thoma vha tshi mu vhona o fara Nowa uri mini khae
as much as I knew uri wa fara and na uri vhunzhi hazwo o vha tshi ndzumbela a sa nyagi ndi tshi zwi vhona ho mbo ḓivha na iḽi ḓuvha ḽe a vhuya na ṅwe Nowa ndi mini ḽa Nowa heiḽa i khulukhulu cobra heiḽa ye a vhuya nayo ro dzula na baba black spitting cobra o vhuya nayo a tshi khou bva i bvisa muṅwe muḓini nga hanengei nṱha i khulwane yo no for the first time ndi tshi tou mu vhona o tou i fara Nowa life and a tshi ṱuwa o amba uri ndi khou bvisa Nowa
mara kha musi khou sokou ḓiswa swe
ndavha nda ndi khou zwi ḓivha uri u khou amba ngoho mara ndi na nyofho zwino nṋe ndi vha ndi khou expecta ṱhamusi Nowa dzedzi ṱhukhu ngafha na mini a tshi dzhena afha ndono a dzhena o fara ḽiṅwe ḓithu ḽihulu nga maanḓa o ḽi pomba o fara ṱhoho hei zwino nda ḓi vhudzisa uri u ṅwana nṋe ndi ḓo tou ita hani zwino a ri kha vha ḓe vha fare nda ḓi ya nda sendela tsini mara nda ndi khou
fara mutshilani
wo ofha nda ndi khou ofha ndi nga si zwifhe
ndi attempt
yanga yo thoma yo fara Nowa straight nda i fara ha vha uri ngori o i fara ṱhoho a huna zwine ya ḓo ngita zwone u bva hanefho a ḓi continue a khou ḓi fara dzi Nowa zwino o vha tshi fara tshi ḓi vhuya nadzo tshiṅwe tshifhinga ri sa zwi ḓivhi zwo ri dzi hone ra tshi tou vhona nga mabakete a khou fhelela mabakete a tsha dzula nḓuni ha vha na bakete zwino na itshi tshana tsha murathu wange tshi tshiṱuku tshi ambulula arali a itea zwiṅwe zwithu ḓo tou pfa tshi tshi ri mama deni o bvisa Nowa nga ngomu bakete u vhona Nowa nga ngomu mabakete zwa ita uri mabakete a ri songo tsha fara ra wana bakete nga ngei a ri tsha vula
ndi bakete ḽine vha vha khou ḽi shumisa no maḓi
ra ri tshi ḽi shumisa nḓuni hanefho no thipa na maḓi mara ḽa vhuya ḽa tsa ḽa ya nga ngei ri namba ra bva khaḽo
off limit
heḽi a ḽi tsha dzhena nḓuni zwi amba uri ndi ḽa dzi Nowa
how long did it took you to get used to these snakes
ndi muṅwe muthu ane ndi a thetshelesa nga maanḓa a thi ḓivhi uri zwi bva khou uri ndi a mu trusta na a nṱalutshedza nga Nowa uri hei Nowa itisa so hei itisa so ndi vha ndi khou mu themba so hedzi Nowa dzoṱhe a tshi vhuya nadzo dzo no nga henedzi hedzi dzine nda ri thi dzi ofhi a huna ine nda shavha uri ndi i fare ho ḓivha na dziṅwe khulwane python dzedzi dza ḓakani ḽiṅwe ḽihuluhulu
ndi ḽeḽo ḽa mabuphanya maṋa
ndo ḓi tou ḽi fara naḽo mara ḽone nda ndi tshi ḽi fara ndo fara kha ṱhoho thi zwino iḽa ndi a ḓakavho ndi a ḓi shavha uri i nga ḓi
hangwa uri
So mara zwone a zwo ngo nkonḓelavho uri ndi nga to ḓi wana ndi khou I fara.
And you also take care of them if he's away?
If he's away, I make sure nga maanḓa no way ndi tshi ofhesa nga maanḓa uri ndi nga vula hone ya vha hone ndi siphafada. Mara zwe zwino a siho nda ri ndi tshi sedza ndo wana hu sina maḓi. Kha ndi dza dzimbili dzina nthu hu na nthu mbili dza dziphafada nda vhona hu sina maḓi nda rai nasi I will take a risk ndi dzi shelele maḓi. I took that risk nda dzi shelela maḓi.
We are in African culture. Of course, if no way on them, people will say it's witchcraft, it's money, no way child. What are people saying around here?
Rozipfesezo to vori a chambesiwo ngori utonga bathu vha khou vha used.
Yeah.
Mara rozipfesa nga maanḓa hezwo zwo mutukana uḽa wa dzinowa zapuloi na liṅwe nowa dza tshelede. I mean you can see arali una tshelede mudini wa vhonala uri hafhanoni tshelede dzo lalaho a una zwithu zwo no pfi nowa ya tshelede thi ḓivhi ṱhamusi dzi hone mara a thathu zwi experience dza tshelede dzi a una nowa ine ya ṱanza tshelede fana. Hai ndi dzi pets.
You once told me uri iṅwe advantage in it sorry a dzi funese dzi nowa uri around here watswiwa nga maanḓa mara fana uri a vhalingi
hafha ashu hai ndi nga ḓi sie level ḽo aṱamisa zwezwi
khou shavha uri vha ṱangana nowa
a una no ḓo dzhena ya posta na kha Facebook uri nowa yo ngalangala nga ngomu nḓuni. So yo ngalangala nga ngomu nḓuni who will attempt to get inside that house ine una nowa yo ngalangalaho ine a ri ḓivhi zwo ri nga gai. Ni a thoma u fani tshichuwa na ine uri wa ri tshi dzhena nḓuni ya hone wa ṱangana ngayo nowa ya hone what are you going to do?
Do you have friends around here?
Ne a thi tou vha muthu wa vhangani mara yes I do have.
Mara vha ḓa fhano? A vha tsha tata?
Vha zwi ḓivha zwo ri dzi vha dzi siho thi zwino Denzel una zwithu zwawe nga hengei. So vha zwi ḓivha uri vha tshi ḓa vhone vha hofha ndi zwone and most of them vha tshi ḓa vha amba uri khombela uri ri songo vhone dziḽa phasela. Phasela as long as ene muṋe wa zwa a siho you won't even see them. Na zwo ri dzi nga gai ni nga si zwi ḓivhi arali ni songo tou vhudziwa.
Zwo dzhia tshifhinga tshi nga fana uri vha tende uri hai nnḓu Denzel ndi yawe u ḓo dzula ni fana dzinowa dzawe.
Huṅwe zwi kha ḓi konḓa nyana nga maanḓa kha dzi siblings dzanga thi zwino ne fano thu dzuli ndi ndoṱhe. Nga maanḓa dzi khaladzi dzanga a vha thu pfesesa ḓo vha tshi zwi ḓivha uri u nadzo hafhaḽani mara a vha thu pfesesa uri hu vhe hu na nowa dzharaṱani. That mentality yori a ri dzuli na nowa muḓini it's still there.
For someone out there and maybe now you una passion for Denzel. Of course Denzel ba mpa support ine it's massive. As a baby banji bane they can be willing to do what you are doing for Denzel. Banga ba budzuri mini?
Zwone zwi a konḓa badi tshiṅwe tshifhinga ni a wana ri khou lwa na dzi siblings dzanga ri khou lwela mafhungo ya dzinowa. Huṅwe ndi to amba ndo khwaṱhisa uri Denzel ndi ṅwananga so this is his passion. I must support him. Arali a sa supportiwa nga nne u khou tea u supportiwa nga nnyi. So zwi amba uri na kha vhabebi vha vhaṅwe vhana ṅwana muṅwe na muṅwe a tshi bebiwa o bebiwa o fara something. Arali ṅwana a tshi bebiwa o puta zwi amba uri hu na zwiṅwe zwithu zwi a zwi puta zwine zwi ḓivhiwa nga mudzimu uri o mu putisa mini. So a tshi ḓa shangoni hu na tshifhinga tshine tsha ri tshi swika a tea uri a putulule zwi a zwi fara. So ro fara zwithu zwi sa fani. A thi zwi ḓivhi nda ndi sa zwi ḓivhi na nori ndo fara ndo beba ṅwana ane una passion antori asi dzinowa fhedzi zwavhuḓi Denzel u to funesa tshithu tshiṅwe na tshiṅwe tshino tshila tsho no pfi tshifuwo kana ndi muthu wo funesa zwithu zwa nature so muṅwe na muṅwe una zwine a funa zwone ndi hafha hune tshiṅwe tshifhinga ri kombetshedza vhana u ita zwithu zwine hezwo so nathi mubebi oḽani ane nda ḓo kombetshedza uri ndi uri tshikolokolo kha vhe thitshere kana kha vhe dokotela no kha ite zwine ene muṋe ari a tshi zwi ita a zwi ita nga mbilu yawe arali zwi tshi mufha mutakalo hezwo zwine a zwi ita let it be ndi zwine nda nga ṱuṱuwedza vhaṅwe vhabebi ngazwo uri ṅwana ri songo mu limita zwe ene muṋe a bva o puta zwone kha ri mutendele a vhe zwine ene muṋe a vha zwone huṅwe thi ri fhedzisela ri khou vhudza vhana uri ho ṅwana o tou vha ḓabaḓaba nga maanḓa ndi khou ri ndi ḓabaḓaba ngori ha khou ita hezwi zwine nṋe nda khou nyaga zwone u mbo ḓi shanduka vha ḓabaḓaba and the more nṋe ndi tshi khou mu khesa nga mulomo wanga ndi tshi ri ḓabaḓaba heḽi u namba havha zwezwo thi upfhi mulomo una maanḓa
ndi zwone
so ṅwana muṅwe na muṅwe u need support and the first support ine I need ndi ya mubebi before a tshi nga ya huṅwe fhethu u need support ya mubebi
ndi khou livha tshifhinga tsha umedenzi ndi khou shavha uri nda vha imisesa tshifhinga tshilapfu na nṋe ḓo vhuya vha nga isa vhaluma
hayi ndi baby
no ndo livha tshifhinga tsha umedenzi I'm sitting with this guy here and he has snakes. I'm sitting with Denzel Ncube, well known as Denzel Manoa. Denzel, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, I'm
I usually greet one with my hand, but because you have a snake on your hand, I'm afraid. Oh, Chief, don't do that, Chief. Don't do that, Chief. Tell me about you. Who is Denzel and what are you known for?
Denzel is a very short guy, firstly. Who lives right here in Vleefontein. I'm well known for animals, specifically snakes. Yeah, everyone knows that whenever there's a snake anywhere, if they give me a call, they know they've got everything under cover.
You will go and rescue the snake?
I go rescue the snake. And
where is this love coming from, man?
As I was still young, I just used to love animals, all animals. And then as I was growing up, I also wanted to be a veterinarian doctor. But unfortunately, my APS score did not match. So I had to do another thing that has to do with animals again. That's when I chose to do my pathology, which is the study of reptiles and amphibians. Yes.
I get you. When you decided to have these snakes around your premises, what did your parents say?
At first, they were not comfortable with it, more especially my uncles and my mom's little sister. They were not really comfortable with having snakes, which even now, they're still not. She's around as we're speaking. She's inside the house. But because she knows that we've got snakes here outside, she cannot come out of the house. She's really, really afraid of snakes. So it wasn't a pleasant thing at first that this person chose to do this path. This person chose to bring snakes inside our household. Hence, they just said to me, hey, man, just take that other house. Do your things that side. But it's only for a limited time, because if my uncles come back, like now it's December, they're gonna be coming back. So when they come back, meaning that there's gonna be problems with those snakes, so it must stay locked. Yes.
What are your friends saying about this passion of yours and your spouse also?
My friends do give me courage. I'm not a person with afraid. I'm not actually a friend of people of my age group, but a friend of all people. And all of them, yes, they do give me support. At some point, we do joke about it. You find we will be laughing about everything that I do. They even give me names, Woman Noah, hey, Boomslang. Because at first, when I started catching snakes, Fontaine is rich of boomslangs. So I always caught boomslangs. So every snake that I'll be posting, boomslang. And then they saw, no man, boomslang is dominating. Hey, you're boomslang. You see? And the snake is here, everyone will say it. Everyone will have a chance to say it. So, yeah, they do give me support. Even my girlfriend, yeah, she does give me support. She even likes snakes.
Does she even come around here?
Yeah, she does.
Is it?
Yeah.
I heard your mom saying, if you are away, she's the one who's feeding the snakes.
Yeah, my mom does feed my snakes when I'm away. She even changed the bedding.
The bedding?
Yeah.
Snakes must have beddings?
Yeah, they must have bedding.
Okay.
She even gives them water, all those, even cleaning inside the cages. Because the most important thing about having snakes is that wherever they stay, it must always be clean. They must not be dead.
Unlike pigs.
Yes, they are so sensitive. Yeah, they can easily catch infections. As for pythons and these other ones, they've got IBD, we've got RI, respiratory infection. So we must make sure that wherever they stay, it's always clean.
Where do you get this knowledge? Did you go to school for this, or you just read from the internet?
At first, I used to read from the internet because it's the love that I have for them. I also used to, whenever I'm watching TV, it will only be Animal Planet or National Geographic. Those are the only two channels that I'm interested in. So on those channels, I used to catch a lot of information. And then after that, I also decided, let me study for this thing. I went to African Reptiles and Venom with Mike Perry. He started guiding me on what to do, what to study and everything. And then he also became my mentor, Mike Perry of the African Reptiles and Venom. Yes, everything that you see me doing, I give a shout out to Mike Perry. He made me what I am today. And there's another lady, but she's deceased now. She passed, I think, 3 or 4 years back. Her name was Annette Canaling. She's
white?
Yeah, she's white. She used to stay right here in Loistrichat. She was like a mom to me. She had snakes. She had a pet shop, actually. So on a pet shop, she had snakes, spiders, scorpions, a lot of things. Hedgehogs, rabbits, whatever. So she made me love those things more.
Besides snakes, which other pets do you have around here?
Currently, I've got snakes and tortoises.
Only?
Okay. I had dogs, but because I was away and the dog that I had was too vicious. It was a German Shepherd, way too vicious. The time I was in Pretoria, it killed almost 30 of my chickens. You see, so I had to take the dog away because if I'm not around, no one is gonna be able to take care of that dog the way I do. It was not a dog that could attack anyone here at home or outside, but it was so selfish because it was raised alone. So it wanted to be alone on this yard. It was actually territorial.
I feel you, man. I'm so fascinated to know about the snakes that are next to you there. So let's do a part 2 where you are showing or showcasing all your snakes.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's do it, man.
With me here, I've got a few snakes. I'm sitting next to the top 2 most deadliest snakes in Africa. Number 2 is the pafara, and then the 3rd deadliest snake in Africa, it's a boomslang. So here there's a boomslang, in here there's a pafara. So I also do have got a snouted cobra with me here. I also do have got corn snakes with me. I've got different python breeds. So I'm gonna be explaining each and every snake one by one right now. I'll start with these non-venomous snakes. With me here on my end, there's a Mojave ball python. A Mojave ball python, it's a very beautiful exotic pet snake. So they live a very beautiful life. They are named ball pythons because they do coil themselves like a ball at some point, hence you can see the way it's coiling itself on me. It is not even putting any pressure, it's not even doing anything. It is just balanced with me, then just sitting there. And then the other thing that the name Mojave came from is these colors. We name these pythons their names, we give them names because of their colors. And then next to me here again, I've got a coral glow bumblebee ball python. It might appear to be white, but it's not really white, it's yellow and some white stripes, even brownish stripes. Then hence it's called a coral glow. As you can see, it's glowing. Yes, that is why it was given the name coral glow. So this one is a male, and then this Mojave is a female.
The white one, how old is it?
This one is 6 months old.
Okay. And the brown one?
And then this one is a year old. And then I've got also a pine-striped ball python. It's also an exotic pet. They do nothing. You can kiss them. They'll never attempt to bite. They don't even do anything at all. So they also do have got, as you can see, his eyes are grayish. This only means that he's shedding. That is why the color is too dark. The name pine striped was also derived from the color of the snake.
Besides the fact theory, maybe one snake is a python, do you also give them names like us people when we're giving names?
Yes, I do give my snakes names.
Okay.
Yes. So.
And birthday celebration?
Yes, obviously. We're going to be celebrating his birthday on the 27th of December.
Do you have it written down somewhere, or as
I have it
the owner down. Or you know it by head? Or
yes.
you have it written?
I do know it by head, and I have it written.
Okay.
And then again, with non-venomous snakes, we've got this beautiful normal corn. One of the most fastest moving snakes. Very quick. Is also a year old. It's a corn snake. It's non-venomous. It's also an exotic snake. It wasn't born on the wild. It was bred, and then yes, also bought from a registered breeder.
Or some you buy them, some you rescue them.
These snakes are bought. Yes, all my exotic snakes I bought them.
Okay.
Hence I was saying that there's also another one that I'm planning on buying right now. I've got a person who's selling me a reticulated python. A reticulated python, it's the largest python breed in the world. and the largest snake in the world.
Largest in terms of length or?
In terms of length.
Okay. How long?
And then the anaconda becomes the heaviest. Yeah, but then in terms of length, the reticulated python is the largest snake.
How long are we talking about?
It can grow up to 21 feet, which is approximately 12 to 13 meters, something. So they grow very, very big, very, very big. And then now we're going to our snakes.
So what do they eat? I just see water. There's only water inside there.
Yeah, I feed them rats. I buy rats.
You buy rats?
Yes, I buy rats every 2 weeks. I be buying a rat.
From where?
I buy from a friend of mine. He's a rat breeder. He's a keeper. He keeps them for himself and for, I think, also feeding his own snakes. So he does also. I also do go there to him and then adopt some and then come feed my snakes.
How much do you spend in a month?
Monthly, I spend roughly 8,000.
8,000?
Yeah,
okay.
In a month. From buying them medication and feed.
Medication?
Yes, they also need antibiotics so that they don't get sick. Yeah, hence I said, there are so many infections that they can get.
So this 8K, it's a fixed amount?
Yeah, it's a fixed amount.
For every month?
For every month.
Do you have any funding, or you're just doing this on your own?
I don't have any funding, but then I do have got people that if maybe I'm running low financially, and if I give them a call, I know, yes, this one is definitely gonna help. I've got a person like Mr. Nefare,
Elias.
Yes, Mr. Elias Nefare, the one with a resort there. He always come to my rescue, always. If I shout a call that Mr. Nefare, I'm running in short of money and I need to feed my snakes, he won't ask me many questions. The only thing he's gonna ask me, how much do you need? And then if I tell him, he's simply gonna transfer the money and then I go buy feeds. And I make sure that if Master Niso, you give me money, or hey, my brother, go buy your snakes feed, and I make sure that that certain money that you give me must buy those feed, and you must know that your money bought the feed. It's either I'll video call you buying and video call you feeding. You get me? So that is how I do my things. So yeah. And then now I'm gonna take out a puffadder, which is the second deadliest snake in Africa.
Should we step back or we are fine here?
No, you're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it won't come there.
Are you sure we are still fine?
Yeah, you're still fine.
Hey,
sit,
Chief.
Sit down. It won't come.
Chief, are you sure we are still fine?
This thing is made to control the snake. That's why I'm saying that it won't come to you. Hence I'm controlling it. So these are also one of the most fastest striking snakes. Ne? They can strike you twice before you know that you were struck by a snake. Yes. So it's becoming very cheeky because he's also shedding. As you can see, the skin is super dark. So he's shading. And then the other thing is that he also ate some few days ago. So he's actually feeling disturbed right now.
So if you feed it today, how long can it take you to feed it again?
The following week I must be feeding it. Hence I said that I buy rats every 2 weeks.
Oh,
yes.
So you feed it once in a week?
Yeah, it's once in a week.
And water, it's always?
Water, it's always.
Okay.
And then puff adders have got cytotoxic venom and hematotoxic venom.
What's that?
Cytotoxic venom, it's a venom that deals with, it's flesh-eating venom. So if it bites you, we're going to start by knowing or you were bitten by a puff adder or a cytotoxic venomous snake via you being damaged from the bite side. So once you see it coiling like this, it's this is a striking position.
Okay.
So this one is a striking position. It's positioning itself to strike. So, but there's no any snake that is gonna strike you at this position. But once they form an S shape, then they're going to strike. So hematotoxic, it's a venom that deals with your red blood cells. Then we know Ori, this person was bitten by a hematotoxic venomous snake, and then they use polyvalent antivenom to treat you after getting struck by a puff adder. Yes.
I don't know if I can say a myth, but I once heard this myth, Yauri, if you throw soil all over the snake, it will strike that much. Is it true?
What I can say to you is that it's a two-way thing. It might appear to be true. Why? Because once you put some soil on the snake, then it's gonna feel threatened. Then it's definitely gonna want to bite you, right? But Bavenda used to say, you see, of which it's a true myth. I can show you by putting some soil, and then we stay here. It's not gonna run after anyone.
Can you try that as long as we're in a safe position?
It's not gonna run after anyone. You get me? So it's a true myth. It's just that when they said it, it was because they wanted us, when growing up, not to tamper with snakes. You get me? Yes, that is why they had to come up with a strategy of telling us that if you put some soil on it or if you put anything dirt on it, it's gonna bite you.
How old is this snake?
I'm not really sure, but if I can try to guess, it might be around 4 or 5 years old.
Did you bought it or you rescued it?
I rescued this snake. Unfortunately, it was attacked. If you can see here, this is a scar behind the head. So I'm still fighting to treat this scar, and I'm using what do you call this other disinfector. I have it there. I forgot the name. So I'm actually F10 disinfectant. I apply F10 every day on this snake for this wound to heal, and then so that when I release him, he must be 100%. And I make sure that if I rescue a snake and then maybe I see or no, this snake is hungry, I do not release that snake. No, I feed the snake first and then release it. If I rescue a snake and then I see, Ori, no man, this snake, people tampered with, it's psychiatric. Ne? I make sure that I rehabilitate the snake first. And
How?
Then
How do you do that?
by making sure that the snake see me every day and then cooling its emotions down.
Cooling it how? That's what I want to know.
Like seeing me. Right now, this snake is seeing me and then it sees that I'm not attacking it. If it was a stressed snake right now, it would have been striking like nobody's business. But this only shows and tells that it is not stressed. But
Like-
it's only getting stressed right now because we busy with it.
Like other snake, can you also pick this one, or it's dangerous to do that?
I can also pick it, but now with puffaders, it's quite tricky. Puffaders don't like being picked at all, ne? And they've got super large fangs. Yeah. If you hold a puffader wrongly, it can bite you through its mouth. You get me? So you need to have a perfect grip, and then I can hold it for you, and then
Can you try? As long as
see
you're
it.
safe.
Oh shit! This shit is heavy.
Oh, it's heavy, ne?
Yeah. Very fat and fresh. You can come and.
Ah, no, I'm cool, bruh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it has got very, very super large fangs. Maybe if I can get something that I can use. Yeah. Doesn't want to take its fang out.
Maybe it can feel your
Chief,
You're
I want
doing
your
wrong by
fangs,
it.
not you.
Yeah.
One stupid move here, it's death. Doesn't want to take its fangs out.
Have you ever been bitten by a snake?
Yeah, I've been bitten so many times.
Okay.
The last bite that I received from a snake was a snooted cobra bite. It had given me a bite on my finger, and then I was admitted in the hospital for about 24 hours. They did not put any antivenom on me because they don't just have to administer antivenom on a person. They have to check with the situation first, because antivenom can also kill you instead of helping you. You get me? So.
And what about the last time? You once told me a story, you were once bitten by a snake and you just came and slept.
Yes, I slept, and on the sleeping process, I was checking with myself if either I'm feeling anything that it's serious and needs serious attention. But yes, I could not feel anything that needed medical attention, hence I slept. And I cannot advise you to sleep after getting bitten by a snake, because you don't know if you are dying or not, unless you are committing suicide.
What can one do if maybe they are away from a medical institution for them to be safe? What can they do if they're bitten by a snake?
For a person to be safe after getting bitten by a snake, firstly, calm down. Do not panic. That is the first thing. You calm down. After getting bitten by a snooted cobra, I was laughing.
Trying to calm yourself down, or you're just laughing because...
Laughing helps me not to panic. You get me? And you don't have to be around people who are panicking. Because if you guys start panicking, then I'm also gonna panic. You get me? So you just need to be super free with myself and then do everything the way.
What happens when you are going to rescue a snake far from home and you have to come using a public transport?
In most cases, it will be either me using my friend's car or ndashimisa gure yani fa yani if yovuya. But in most cases, ibe isiyo ati, meaning I have to use my friend's car or use public, as you said. So if I'm using public, I make sure that people do not know what's inside my bag.
But those who know you?
Those who know me, they know once Denzel has got this bag, there's a snake here.
And they
even if I'm not having any snake with me, if I just get into a taxi or a bus with a bag, then people will start thinking, no, this guy has got a snake.
What's inside there?
The snake that I'm going to take out here now, very, very, very fast. Very, very fast moving. It's a boom slang. It's a very beautiful snake. But I'm going to take out a female one. I've got only a female with me. I had a male before, but I had to release him because his rehabilitation time was done. Yes. So let me actually take it out and then so that we can talk about it.
I can feel that. That's a boom slang.
Yes, this is a boom slang.
A female one.
This is a female. People who know snakes, they know already. This color is mostly found in black mambas. Black mambas are known to be gray in color. Female boom slangs are grayish, brownish. And then males are mostly green. Okay? Yeah.
So,
and then a lot of people, they mistake a male boom slang with a green mamba. We don't have green mambas here in Limpopo, but we've got a lot of green snakes. You'll see a boom slang and then maybe on top of a tree, it's green, and then a person will be like, no, a green mamba, you see. Whereas it's just a boom slang. A boom slang is just an Afrikaans name, meaning a tree snake. Boom is tree in Afrikaans, slang is snake. So they just named it an Afrikaans name.
You did mention that is a female one, the boom slang you're carrying. How do you differ? Although we don't have a male one, do you have a male one here?
No, I don't have a male.
Although we don't have a male one here, how do you differ it from the male one?
We have got a sex tool that we use to identify the sex of the snake. And then I will have to insert it here. And then it will tell me if either the snake is a male or female, and I'll also be helped or be able to tell if it's a male or female by how long it goes in.
Oh, like that tool.
Yeah, the tool.
Oh, okay.
So can also tell if a snake is male or female by just pressing here. And then if it's a male, you're likely to see the hemipens on this cloaca. This is a cloaca. This opening, it's called a cloaca. This is where they poo and pee. You get me? So we use this opening to find the sex. So this snake, it's hematoxic venomous. And for it, it's quite tricky when it comes to treatment. They use hematoxic, it's hematoxic venomous. They use monovalent antivenom, okay, to treat the snake. And it's a bit tricky because monovalent antivenom is quite rare, you see. So That is why it is one of the most deadly snakes in Africa. And drop for drop, it's more than a mamba. You see, it wanted to bite me. One thing about snakes, anything that comes in front of them, it's attacking them, so they have to bite. You get me? So if you want to be on a good position with a snake, be at least on the tail side, not the head side. Because anything that's coming in front, they're biting. And boomslangs are the most shy snakes that I know. They're very much shy. They try by all means to stay away from people. People who are mostly likely to be bitten by boomslangs are us snake catchers. Maybe slipping one fang and then, trying to catch it, then it gives you a bite. But all in all, they hardly bite people hawking because they try by all means to stay out of people's line. You get me?
Do you also feed that one rats?
Yes, I also feed the rats, but the most preferred meal for a boomslang, it's birds. They like birds very much. That is why they like climbing trees.
Oh, okay.
They like birds way too much. Birds are in their top one meal. Yes. But yes, I do also give a rats, and the last time I fed it, I actually fed it a chameleon. They also like chameleons. Yes.
No, I feel you. You can continue.
So this is also one of the most striking and fastest moving snakes. And we all know that a black mamba is number one on movement in the world.
You have never rescued a black mamba, ne?
I've rescued a lot of black mambas.
Around here in Vleefontein or?
Here in Vleefontein, I've rescued 3. And then I've rescued 2 in Lagos. I've rescued 4 in Maira village. And then 1 in Kanana. Yes.
Okay.
They also call it the kiss of death. That's a mamba.
Okay.
So there is no any other complicated thing than letting go of a snake. Because you need to be fast with it. The way this snake is the fastest, meaning that I must be faster than the snake. You get me? To avoid getting bitten. And then you make sure that the tail is inside, because you cannot close out the tail. And then it does not want to take the tail inside because it knows that I'm going to let go of her. And then she wants to fight back. Yes. This is what I meant. You see. So they also stretch their hoof, you see. But they don't do it like the way cobras do. No. They just bulk here on their neck. Let me show you.
This is a job and a half, ne?
A lot. That is why I said you need to be very, 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 very fast. So, in most cases, when dealing with a snake, you put on a cotton. You put a cotton first inside, maybe a jersey or you roll a tissue, you put it in, or some newspapers, you put them inside. It's gonna be easy for you to let go of that snake because it's gonna be wanting or it will think we're applying towards Zumbame. You see, and then it's gonna want to go inside there.
And the comfort, it doesn't care about the comfort
Of
where it stay.
right now,
Yeah,
like here or inside the cages.
inside there.
Inside here,
Yeah.
it does, because this thing is too small. It doesn't allow movement. That is why they become super stressed. And this
Oh.
snake, I just rescued it last week.
Yeah,
That is why it is not yet there.
used to you.
You get me? It is still stressed because when I went for the rescue of the snake, they were already busy throwing stones,
Yeah.
throwing stones, throwing avocados on it. When I got there, I looked for this snake for almost 2 hours. Guess what? I even sat on a branch like this. Until the snake was underneath the branch. I did not know. So when I went out, I had already given up, or maybe it ran away, it flew to another tree, because there were a lot of trees there. So as I was packing my stuff, here's a snake from that very same branch that I was sitting on, crossing. And then I just, I've got a long tongue. This is a tongue. Ne? I've got a long one, which is almost 1.5 meters. And then I just connected it and grabbed the snake. You see? So now I'm gonna take out a snooted cobra. This one is also fast moving. He always wants to escape and fight. This is a snooted cobra. Naja annulifera.
It's a female or a male one?
This one is a male. The female is inside the cage.
Okay.
Very fast moving, as you can see. But one thing about snakes is that they get tired very quick. So it's gonna get tired very, very quick. It's gonna be relaxed. So they've got cytotoxic venom, and the cyto is a cocktail, and then also a neurotoxic venom.
So that tongue doesn't make it feel like threatened?
Yeah, it does. Hence I don't like necking my snakes using this thing. Oh, it's pooping on me. It's actually peeing. This peeing thing, it's also a defense mechanism. It wants me to leave it alone. And then after leaving it, it's a bite. It's a guaranteed bite.
How old is this one?
I'm not sure about the years, but it's maybe also 3-4 years old.
You also rescued it?
Yes, I rescued him 2 weeks ago. Not 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, no. Let's say 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks ago.
So the reason why you are able to tell it's maybe 4 or 3 years old is because of the length, or?
Yeah, the length.
Oh, okay.
The length of the snake. So I'm gonna show you this knotted cobra, right?
Yeah.
You see it's quite red in color. I'm gonna take you another snooted cobra of a different color. They've got different colors because they don't come from the same area. They've got a different geographical distribution. So because of that difference, it also affects the color. Now the question becomes that, does it affect also how dangerous a snake is? Yes, it does. Snakes from very hot area, they're super deadly. Super deadly. Snakes from deserts, way too deadly, or any super hot area. You see, a snake found here in Vleefontein won't be as deadly as a snake that you're gonna get in Musina, because Musina is too hot. Okay. Yeah, even though they are all snouted cobras, one will have much concentrated venom. Yes. So they also use polyvalent antivenom to treat this one if it bites you. And then you also tell or it's a cobra by this band, but you cannot rely on this band. Reason being that we've got snakes such as Wrinkles. Wrinkles has got a band and it's not a cobra, and it does spit.
Which one is your favorite out of all the one that you have shown us up to so far?
My favorite, it's a pufferder. Pufferders are my favorite snakes.
Because?
I like vipers. Because of how they are. They don't easily react to a situation. They cool first and then calculate and then move. If they want to bite you, they'll just have to wait first. Maybe there's a pufferder here, and yozula pasi hapa no, ndikande hapo no, ndichikanda tsini, and then it's there, mind you. It won't just bite same time. You get me? It's gonna position itself. If you do that step again, it's a guaranteed bite. You get me? Also, something that I must say about these cobras is that all cobra family species, they are cannibalistic.
Which means?
Cannibalistic means that they do also eat other snakes.
Oh, okay.
They can feed on other snakes. If I take this bomb slang in here and put a cobra, maybe take the boom slang out and then give them that space. If it gets defeated, the boom slang, it's going to be eaten. But if it wins, the cobra will die, either die or run away. But boom slangs don't eat other snakes. I can leave my python with a boom slang. They will only fight, but a boom slang won't eat my python. But if I put this python on my cobra cage, it's gonna be eaten. Yes.
Currently, how many snakes do you have around here?
Here at home, I've got 11 snakes. I've got 11 snakes. Am I sure about 11? Okay, let me count them. I've got 3 snouted cobras. I've got 1 spitting cobra, of which I cannot take out the spitting cobra for you, with a reason that you don't have goggles on.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have extra goggles.
Yeah.
If I had extra goggles, because PPE is very much important. So if I had extra goggles, I was gonna give you all extra goggles so that I can take out the spitting cobra for you. But for everyone's safety, we just have to leave the snake alone. And then you'll see it through a glass. And then I've got the boom slang, I've got pufferder, I've got my corn, I've got my I've got 10 snakes.
10?
Yeah, there are 10.
There's this belief, snakes don't bite toddlers. How true is that?
It's not true. Okay, it is same as that one, that if you pour soil on a pufferder, then it's gonna run after you. It is as same as that one, but the only thing that makes it a different ne, is that if you get a toddler sitting and then comes a snake passing, that baby won't attack that snake. Mind you, I told you that snakes will only beat you only feeling threatened and provoked. So the toddler won't provoke the snake. Even the touch, a toddler has got a soft touch.
Yeah.
You see, so they're gonna be touching the snake very softly. So it becomes hard for the snake to bite that toddler. But an angry snake, let's say it's an angry black mamba. Here comes a black mamba which was attacked 2 houses after hours, and then it's coming crossing, and then it gets a toddler on its way. It's going to kill. It is going to kill. You don't have to play in front of an angry black mamba. That's the kiss of death. You get me? Or if I put a black mamba on this bucket and then start shaking the bucket, and then we put a toddler here and release the black mamba, the first thing first, which the black mamba is going to do, is going to strike all of us. It's going to attack all of us. So that is what just happens.
No, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys still have questions or we can wrap this up.
What's the most popular snake in South Africa?
The most popular snake in South Africa, it's a python. A lot of people know a python. Ngachivenda va derinditaro. Last night I got a call around 2 a.m.
Actually, it's today.
Yes, today. 2 a.m. I got a call, and then someone I forgot. Yeah, but wherever that person comes from, so they were saying that they've got a snake. It killed 150 chickens, egg-laying chickens.
At the same time?
Yeah, same time. So that guy was saying that the snake is too big. I said, what do you think the snake could be? And then he was like, a python. I said, okay, fine. Try to take a picture of that snake and then send it to me, and then I'm gonna easily identify the snake for you. And when that guy took the picture, he sent it. It was a snouted cobra, very big, super big, because it was always going there to feed itself. It was feeding itself via with eggs and chicks, even
and the
chickens.
Protein.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get me.
And today you went there to rescue it, or?
No, unfortunately, his elder brother came back with guys. I think they were drinking somewhere there.
Yeah.
And then they were trying to look for that snake, and then it escaped.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
You get me. And then he just said to me that snake always comes there. And then if he gets it again, he's gonna give me a call, and then I'll go rescue it.
How much do you charge to rescue the snakes?
Truly speaking, I do this service for free. But so I help people for free. And again, I don't want people to take advantage of that. You get me? Uri omutu uita yesu for free. I mean, you cannot expect to wake someone up at 2 a.m. and then expect to get a free service. I mean, we must be human enough to understand that maybe that person was doing something at that time, or maybe remove disturb or the
and the transport fee.
And the transport fee, you get me? Yeah, but I usually, more especially here local, I do the service for free. But I've got people when I worry after doing the service via badera bakonomfesa the only time unenda vandichiko charger real amount the most ndofonelwa fi you save for instance there's a snake or Shoprite unonowa kana kama vengele maulwane unavori uboko jena uchibva chelede every time, you get me. There I charge because I know uri abalami bathu they always have got money, but midini might find uri bakombiza vukati ya mwezi chede bakodoiwana mwezi uchipera bakonomfesa, and then they might decide to kill the snake of which I don't want it. You get me? What I want is to save the snake's life in your life. Yeah.
So what happens when like you get called out to a situation that is like high stakes? The snake is in a tight spot, the place is messed up, and like the odds are against you, but the snake, obviously you have to complete the mission.
Okay, as for me, there's no tight spot for a snake. I'll have to unpack everything if Zichiviseya, you get me? But I make sure, Uri, if a person says, we've got a snake, even if there's a hole here, and then they say, we saw and witnessed the snake going in this hole, and no matter how deep the hole might be, I'm gonna dig it until I get that certain snake.
And you once said you were injured climbing from the tree?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, I've fell so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. So they also think that
ndinambudzisa pamwe una noweneni vatauridza kuti ndijambira vari yalila sambudzi yalila like mwana zwizvi havana black mamba dzifambanani idzono.
I want to explain this to you to the best way you can understand. Firstly, snakes don't have voice cords. They don't cry. They don't emit any sound. Ne? The only thing that snakes have, it's these eyes. They see. They've got heat pits. They can smell. They've got their nose. They can still smell. Ne? And then they've got their tongue to tell. That tongue is just an information transporter. When they're doing this, ne, when it goes back, it sends information what's around. You get me? So there's no way. That is also the other reason. I hate noise. That is the other reason why I love snakes. It's because they don't cry. I will never ever hear a snake crying or shouting my name or barking like a dog. You get me? Sure. So it's a myth, ne? But now let me explain the Jambira snake to you to the best you can. Jambira simply means a black mamba, and a Jambira snake, it's a black mamba. The reason that they ended up saying it's a Jambira, actually, it is because yabe chidzura dzithavani ichilambira zvifanana musi una limwe libuka lina ri lidhivi ati lichila vathu vavenda vadori ndimi timaja vathu vakonomfesa. So jambira ja ndidzo zvitaruchidza nga Chivenda zvino ja ndi liti ati mbira ndi chipuka. So hafalani fethu wavo kuitiwa something kachipuka yoba ikola mbira. Mbira, it's a guinea pig, that animal that it doesn't have a tail. It looks like a rabbit. Yes. That's a guinea pig. So when they said Jambira, they only meant a black mamba. So all those stories that it cries, it can cry like any other animal in the forest or a wild. Nah, it's.
Okay, ingo question there. Apa ka python ne? What vari ichini attack ne? Vari ina suzino fizimbi zvibvanga pa. Ngangeno yela fast ya mchilo. Izo suzione?
Yes, that's very true.
The python there.
Vari zvitusa ukwanya ezo zitu.
No, these things ane is they are nails like ne, and then They only assist during breeding to open the cloaca. You get me? They don't assist anywhere. Musi each koni taanda na mina zote kunyago ni vulaya. Kana each kunyago vulaya chitu. Ati it doesn't do anything. It's true, but they only assist the snake during breeding. For females, it will open the male sex organ, or the hemipins may come out. Mind you, male snakes have got 2 hemipins. Hemipins are, it's a sex organ.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's wrap it up. Thuso no kwetoda cause kuthusa midini vana va chalumiwa midini va chaova stuff like that. Thuso no kwetoda ndi leave you me.
Thuso irini nangaitoda. Right now, as I said, that a lot of people here at home are not comfortable. So with the money that I get out of making these things, I managed to put myself aside. So Thuso irini nangaitoda ndi if there's anyone willing to help, maybe we establish something there on the site that I bought, or retail, maybe a small building, a class maybe, or a hall where I'll put my things in there, and then I can give the proper education that they need. And because I do have got a lot of people coming in, day out, coming to see the snakes, coming to learn about the snakes. You get me? And then also, I would like to advise people this. Namushima wanga ndutanda rescue nowa. Not uri whenever rebo ifara nowa. Where maybe ngangomo bucket. Bamfonele bare bakoirengisa. I don't buy snakes from unregistered breeders. Okay? And I don't buy wild snakes from the very same unregistered breeders. If I need a snake, I know where to go. If you caught a snake maybe in the wild or in your homestead, just release the snake back to the mother nature. Let it have its own life. Okay? Do not try to sell the snake to me, because I won't buy that snake. If I decide to buy the snake, then I'll be just saving the snake's life from your danger. You are a dangerous thing to that snake, because you're gonna end up selling the snake to traditional healers, and then they kill it, get mishonga na mina zote. You get me?
For individuals or business people that wanna assist you, how can they get hold of you?
They can call me on 067-798-9761. That number, it's active on WhatsApp. It's also active on phone calls.
Denzel, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's a pleasure.
MURNIs. Drink it cold.